Morning of resurrection cross country race. Pulled in late last night. Not a lot of places to camp, so came off a back road. It's gonna be a beautiful day. A little bit of moisture last night. Got a new tire put on the bike. It's gonna be a good time. So this is start here. There's about 100 riders in the A class. So engines off, hands on your helmet to start. Got a good gate position here, and then it all goes downhill from there. So these are my buddies that are kind of in the front here. Tyler, he goes down in front of me, and I just gotta pick the bike up. Have a hard time getting it going here. A bunch of guys get by, and then it's pretty much chaos, and yeah, for the first little while here. So the rain last night, or the night before the race, was super helpful at keeping the dust down on the course, but a lot of the course was super slippery, made it extremely challenging. So a lot of the log hops guys were going down on some roots, take the front end out. And here I'm just going a little bit too hard. Go off the front of the bike here. Lose a couple more spots. Probably just better off just take it easy for the first 5-10 minutes and keep the bike on two wheels. Make a pretty good move here in the cut block. A bunch of people are waiting to get through this little mud hole, and I just cross country it. Shoot across this little spot. Another little bottleneck here. This guy was trying to get around me, so I just drive up right behind Buddy here, which isn't ideal, but I didn't want to lose another spot to him. Then these challenging sections here, I normally take my goggles off if I'm going to be a little bit, so that they don't fog up. And I gotta put my goggles back on here. Lose a couple more spots. So we're on the top of this ridge here. It's a pretty cool view. I only got about half of the track on GoPro because the battery died. There's some pretty high alpine riding in this area in Southern Alberta. I'm able to get around this guy, not waiting for anybody at this point. If you could take a position, go for it. No one was pulling over and letting people by, so another spot. This guy wasn't really looking to let anyone by, but managed to force my way through there. This part of the course coming up here was very challenging, and I think it really separated the pack, so I ended up following these guys through here and got held up a couple times, but I feel like it got pretty bad with the group that was coming behind us that were struggling on a couple other sections. We're basically on top of a cut line here, super wet, off camber, tons of ruts or roots, and it was chewed up pretty good from all the other classes running through it. You'll see here, you guys are having trouble with this stump. Trying to move the bike around, zero traction. Got to keep the momentum up and trying to hop over all the obstacles. gonna try and get up here. Use the front end, put her down.
Fuck's sake.
Lose the position here, so I'm just working really hard. I'm gonna get the bike back up onto the trail. Just expending a huge amount of energy lifting the bike up like that. Definitely not something you want to be doing often when you're on a cross-country race like this. So get the bike back up, and I'm pretty gassed, but I'm obligated to keep going. There's guys behind me here, so I just make a pretty good move, climbing up through the left-hand side by that route, hop up over, and then now I'm in basically full recovery mode. My heart rate's maxed right out. We're just going super off camber. Bolts I put in for the fan, put them in from the wrong side, so it actually never screwed the fan together. Figured that out race day, so I had to put it in a few times. When I went to the gas check, ended up sticking a small tree branch in there to push it in to the housing. And then it stayed like that for the whole race. But right now I'm just limping her along, trying to make up as many positions and try not to get into too many bottlenecks. So here's another bridge that the guys had to make for the course. I think they made about 80 bridges for this cross-country race, just to make sure that nobody's tires are going into the stream crossings. This guy does a pretty awesome move here. He lifts his bike out of the way and lets me take a run at the hill. Shoot up here. The trail's pretty gouged out at this point. I managed to bounce my way through that pretty big hole. So we're coming up above the tree line here. It's pretty incredible racetrack. I think it was about 70 kilometers long, all through the mountains. So the mountains in the background there, that was the Continental Divide between Alberta and BC. So right in the middle, right in the Rockies here. So this is a off-camber log here. I think it was holding a couple people up. I don't know how the guy on the right got across. He was backwards there for a minute. I just end up coming up parallel to the log here, and then just hopping the bike over. I have to put the fan back in one more time here.
Oh, fuck.
I did that mod without doing a pre-run of the bike, so I had no idea that was going to happen on the race. So this is not quite midway through the course here. I think we're about 10 or 15 minutes from the gas check, and then my battery dies. So super fun race. I got the results here if you guys want to see them. And Southern Alberta, it's got some really cool riding. Crow's Nest Pass area. I'm going to go into BC in the next week here and do some videos of some riding out there. If you're interested, subscribe to the channel. If you like the video, give it a like. Thanks.